Yo, welcome to Black Sheep Radio, where it's okay to stand out. You were created to be different, be the difference, and make a difference. Hey, it's another Sunday fun day. You know what it is. This is the day that the Lord has made, and it's your obligation to be glad and rejoice in it.
Yes.
Hey, today, let me explain something to you. God has gifted us breath in our lungs, sight to see, a mouth to talk, and a right mind to think. Today, we want you to open your minds up. We want you to speak life. After you hear what we're talking about today, we want you to begin to speak life into your atmosphere, because what we're doing now, we're coming after Satan. The main thing that Satan uses is music. And my guest today, Sister Esther Jones, she was in the midst of the belly of the beast. Yo, I want y'all to welcome my sister Esther Jones to the show. Hi. She also has a special guest, so I want her to introduce her guest.
Pastor Natasha Byram's.
All right.
Haitian.
Hey, sis, tell them why you here today.
I'm here to basically let y'all know my story of how I came out of some dark dungeons, some dark holes, deep depression, suicide, mental illness, pimping women, a whole bunch of stuff.
Whoa. Tell them, like, what part of the industry you came out. Give some names of who you actually were actually, what you want to call it? Affiliated with. Yeah.
I started at 19 years old, a 19-year-old, naive, capital naive, at Nelly Inc.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's why I started.
I'm going down. No.
Yeah, and that's the video that I saw that I was like, oh, I'm gonna marry him. I'm going to work for him, and I got on the Greyhound with 6 bags.
Wow.
And that's how I got dragged into that. And then after that, I did events, Bone Thugs and Harmony. We did events in St. Louis, regional events, Chicago. We did events with Twister, everybody you can name. Essence Festival.
Give them.
Snoop Dogg, smoking weed with Snoop Dogg.
Wow. So give them a brief understanding of like how gritty the industry is. We're gonna go real brief.
Okay, brief. It's basically, it's like swimming in the ocean with sharks.
Wow.
It turned me. I was a naive 19-year-old, and it turned me into a killer. Like, wow. Seriously.
Wow.
Like, seriously, I was like so cutthroat after dealing with only like maybe a year.
Wow.
Of working with those people, getting betrayed, you can get robbed, stealing money from you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, look.
Yeah.
We're going to go into this song real quick because we want to get back to this right here. Yo, this is for you cats, man, that are in the industry, man. We want you guys to like and share. Go to WBGR The Cup. Click on the link. We want you to share with everybody, especially if you're a mom or a dad and your son is doing music.
Yes.
If you hear them in there rapping or singing or whatever, this is for them. This is basically for those people that are indie artists that are looking to get into the whole industry. Yes. We want you guys to go to Black Sheep Radio at Facebook, Black Sheep Radio at IG, Black Sheep Radio at Twitter. Hey, you can go to Black Sheep Radio on YouTube. If you can't watch the whole show, we want you to go to those links because this is a very informative show that we're giving you guys. Yes. We have Pastor Natasha in the building tonight, yes. And we basically going to get on some spiritual aspects of this thing. So, y'all, we're going to go into our song by Nerva, Armor of God, Black Sheep Radio. We'll be right back.
For the live audience, y'all call in. That's the station.
Be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
From my head all the way to my toes, all the way to from my head all the way to my toes, all the way to my head all the way to my toes, all the way to from my head all the way to my toes, all the way to. They knew my weaknesses and made it obvious. They knew my struggle and gave me an audience. That got me angry then further from godliness. Made me feel justified to be intolerant. All of those bottles just left me with emptiness. All this division is really just sickening. How we let unforgiveness lead to bitterness. Had to learn Jesus is the only remedy. In the realm of the flesh, you cannot please God. You can never get ahead when you compromise with a prideful heart and a carnal mind. If you really want to live and the flesh gotta die. No wonder why here don't feel home to me. Seem like they rather not see me or better me. Using compersion to cover the jealousy. Why the ones hurt me the most always close to me? They smile in my face while they stab in my back like a boomerang. Everything always come back. I know people mess up when they don't understand, or they do, but the gavel is not in my hand. Is it forgiveness with no second chance? Though you know they gonna mess up again. That's why I need Jesus to give me the strength. Put on my armor, the devil lose grip.
From my head all the way to my toes, all the way to my, from my head all the way to my toes, from my, all the way to my head all the way to my toes, all the way to my, from my head all the way to my toes, from my, all the way to my.
What I used to be ain't what you see. Got brand new garment on me. I'm rooted like a palm tree, about to leave the shore and launch the. Now I keep that sword on me. I know they're up to something before they even try me. I say a couple prayers or three. My enemies can't stand me. They sit in ridicule. Don't wanna see me rising. They'll tap my parachute. Can't go back to my past though. Treat it like my mama womb. Anything I can't do on my own, Holy Spirit help me do. They smile in my face while they stab in my back like a boomerang. Everything always come back. I know people mess up when they don't understand, or they do, but the gavel is not in my hand. Is it forgiveness with no second chance? Though you know they gonna mess up again. That's why I need Jesus to give me the strength. Put on my armor, the devil lose grip.
From my head all the way to my toes, all the way to my, from my head all the way to my toes, from my, all the way to, from my head all the way to my toes, all the way to my, from my head all the way to my toes, from my, all the way to my.
Yo, welcome back to Black Sheep Radio. That was my man Nerva with Armor of God. Go actually get his project. You can go to SoundCloud and find his music on SoundCloud. So we're back with Sister Esther Jones. She has this book called The Force Beyond the Stars. Hey man, it's a good book. Like I said, you parents, you new artists, we want you to actually find out what it is you're getting into, especially even in the gospel industry. You have so many people that are grabbing at your money, at your gift. You know what I mean? So we're going to get back into this whole topic. We're going to talk with Sister Esther for a minute. So, Sister, what was it? What was the point where you said, you know what? I'm done. The enemy is actually on my heels. What was the point when you said, you know what, God, I give it all to you?
I'll never forget it. I was high. I was so high on Kush, marijuana, that I was like starting to hallucinate, you know, and demonic spirits was like coming like while I was walking around, not while I was asleep. They used to harass me and torment me in my sleep where I couldn't sleep. But who was
the artist that you was on the road with when you?
Who was that? I'm trying to think. It wasn't. You know, that was after, because I had said I quit and I moved from St. Louis.
Right.
So after I said that I quit and I was trying to get out, you know, like get out of the music industry, that's when it came like full force.
So it was like, everything that you were around, it pretty much, it didn't want to get rid of you.
Yes.
Because you pretty much was making everything happen behind the scenes.
And think about it, Kevin, the people didn't want to get rid of me. Like, even to this day, they're still texting and be like, wow, if we pay you, blah, 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 you know?
Because it was hot at a point. Yeah. So you was the mouth behind Nelly at the point where he was at his peak. And
yeah, I wasn't the mouth behind him, but he was already on a huge wave.
Right.
But like when I moved to St. Louis was really pop. You got Jaquan, everybody, Jermaine Dupri and them coming. And so what happened is I was like, I always had a boldness. I was never afraid in the streets. So I would be out there and everybody knew about the parties, you know, and I had the gift to gather everybody.
Right.
So if I told people to come out, you know, they'd be like, here, Star, take these flyers and go, you know, the whole club, let them know you know? Yeah. So I was the person who would gather everybody and like convince you to buy a CD, even if you didn't like rap. I convinced a grandma to listen to Nelly.
Wow.
Just my mouthpiece was so strong.
So what was it that just said, you know what, I'm done?
I mean, I had got betrayed. I seen 6 murders. You know, I talk about in the book, The Force Behind the Stars. I got set up so many times. I mean, people robbing my house, running up in my house. You know, I didn't like everywhere we went and drove. They had pieces on them. You know what I mean? Guns.
Was it because of the beef that was within, or
the beef within the camp, the beef outside the camp? I didn't know who was setting up who. I mean, people, money coming up missing. You know, jewelry coming up missing. It was just so. You talking about? It's not the word drama. It don't even describe.
It was
traumatic.
You know what I see?
Even me talking about it, I'm like, I'm having
but you know what? It's like I see that. It's like a lot of people.
No, for a paranoia.
Wow.
You talking about paranoid?
Yeah.
We was all paranoid. We wouldn't even trust you if you was our bodyguard.
Wow.
The people out there, the rappers, they don't even trust their bodyguard. They don't trust their best friend.
But what was it? What was it that triggered that? Like, what is the what is it? Is it because of mismanagement, or what is it that causes?
Deep question. I think I know the spirit of rejection. Like once you've been betrayed so many times,
yeah.
Like especially if you ain't like me, I came from a home. My dad was schizophrenic, you know, right. So I had to walk. My dad had a shotgun when I was 4 years old, saying he about to kill his children. So I already had a basis of fear, and most of the people coming out there, you know, Little Boosie and them, like they coming out the gutter, they coming out the ghetto.
Right.
Yeah. I'm talking about Black Sheep.
Yeah.
They are the bottom, and once they get up there, it's so much fear on them.
Yeah.
They can't trust nobody.
So what would you tell an artist?
Fear.
What would you tell an artist that's all right? You know what? I'm going to go into this, and I'm going to get somebody to actually handle my career. What would you tell an artist to look out for?
Wow. I would say, you know, the word says we know people by the fruit.
Yeah.
We know them by the spirit. You know, just me and you. I'm like, wow, he down to earth. He humble. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can feel the authentic. You can feel they authentic.
Yeah.
Like so soon when you around that person, you get a check. Like, you know, something ain't right. Or that person is always like trying to like plug themselves or like use you or try to, you know, pimp you, you know. And I came out of the spirit of prostitution and pimping. So I can see that afar along. You know what I mean?
Hit on that real briefly. Because that's in there.
Yeah.
Just briefly. Hit on that.
About what?
About
pimping and prostitution.
About your pimping.
Man, y'all.
What provoked you, being that you in this situation where you're with the stars and all of this, what provoked you to want to be a pimp? What provoked you? Was it because the guys needed women, or what provoked you to? Man,
okay, so my pastor Natasha it's called the spirit of rejection.
Show it again.
Overcoming the spirit of rejection.
Where can we find it?
NatashaBarnesMinistries.com.
Okay.
That's what did it. I used my gift to do whatever was needed to be accepted.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you wanted water, I got you water. Now, I was never going to sleep with you, you know, not the rappers, because I'm like, you know, I came from a strong of brothers. But if you needed a towel, I'm going to get you a towel. Right. Y'all need drugs? I got somebody for drugs.
So you was
you
a
want a party?
So
you want women? I got 10 for you. You want me to go pick them out? I got you.
So basically,
anything to get.
God was showing you that you was a servant.
Yeah,
from the door within your darkness.
I am a servant. Yeah, that's a gift.
Yeah.
So that spirit of hospitality, I had that. So people, the rappers seen that, you know, they would let me in the door. I would never have to pay nothing.
Right.
Because I'm in there and I'm serving. I'm fixing your drink. I'm doing, they like, dang, you did everything we needed. Like, come on, come with us. Come everywhere we go. And then they'd be like, Star, we need that girl. I'd be like, okay, hold on, give me 1 minute. Mm-hmm. But my gift was perverted, which a lot of people in the body of Christ is.
Wow.
My influence was perverted. Marketing, promoting the gospel, evangelists to get people to Christ was perverted. I brought them to idolatry and got people in the spit, you know, in demonic worship.
Wow.
I used to get in the clubs and be like, nobody be on the dance floor. The DJ, I go in the DJ booth, I'd be like, it's witchcraft. Play this song.
Right.
They play a song, I go out and start dancing. All the women coming out to dance.
Wow.
All the club is now getting hyped just because I released the worship. The demonic worship. A lot of people don't understand about the clubs and all that stuff, but it's worship.
Right.
Yeah.
The concept is worship.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back into a song. My girl Divine Truth. Somebody that y'all brought.
So tight.
You know what I mean? Hey. So that was an automatic plug into this song. We want you to check the song out called Soul Ties by Divine Truth. It's Black Sheep Radio. We got Esther Jones and Pastor Natasha in the building. Get right back at you.
Yeah, gotta get rid of these soul ties, oh my God. Yeah, gotta get rid of these soul ties, oh my God. Yeah, gotta get rid of these soul ties. Yeah, gotta get rid of these soul ties, oh my God. Tell me what the world has come to. Why you let a man define you? Yeah, you a queen, not a bad trick. I wish you knew the difference. Yeah, if you knew your worth, you wouldn't have to let it hang out to catch his eye when he walk back. Real men want classy women. Yeah, you don't know nothing about that. Yeah, gotta get rid of these soul ties. Oh my God. Yeah, gotta get rid of these soul ties. Oh my God. Yeah, gotta get rid of these soul ties. Yeah, gotta get rid of these soul ties. Oh my God. He told her that her face wasn't pretty, and she ain't had a body he was looking for. Say her clothes too loose. Wanna see more skin, don't accept her in the frame that she in. No, he say her thighs ain't big enough. Say her waistline ain't thin enough, thin enough. Now she ain't thin enough. Gain weight, now he tell her she ain't thick enough. Lord help her son. Then he say, can you get extensions? I'm into women with long hair, so she extend that. He say your shoes ain't name brand. Upgrade, where them J's at? Yeah, we got Molly in here. That'll have you on cloud 9. VIP bottles in here. Puff on this kush, this will help you ease your mind. Yeah, influenced by what the ruin the perfect picture of her. Not me the standards of what the media paints as perfect. She want illusions, they feed her, then swallow what she eat. Regurgitated and image disguised by defeat. Man, but shots on the list now. Yeah, she gon' let it all hang out. Hang out, she get attention from the man she been feeling. She accepted in that whole now. Tell me what the world has come to. Why you let a man define you? Yeah, you a queen, not a bad trick. I wish you knew the difference. Yeah, if you knew your worth, you wouldn't have to let it hang out to catch his eye when he walk back. Real men want classy women. Yeah, you don't know nothing about that. Yeah, gotta get rid of these soul ties. Oh my God. Yeah, gotta get rid of these soul ties. Oh my God. Yeah, gotta get rid of these soul ties. Yeah, gotta get rid of these soul ties. Oh my God. Visit to the woman in the mirror, and she told me that she grew up in a single mother home. Watched her daddy beat her mom when he came around. Never left a dime. Different women when she seen him every time. Product of the system. Fatherless, father figure missing. Love and affection out the picture. Low self-esteem, mother died at 13. Listen, constantly molested by her dad. Did I mention? Searching for this love she was missing. The outsider's giving. That wasn't love she was getting. A misguided picture. Ladies, don't open your...
Yo, welcome back to Black Sheep Radio. It's your man K Mott. That was my girl Divine Truth. They over here laughing and giggling, man. Yo, I want y'all to listen close because what we're about to get into is like accountability. In the industry, you have to have accountability. You have to have somebody that's not a part of the business.
Yeah.
And as we see, she brought her pastor with her, Pastor Natasha. And my thing is, what is it, talking to the viewers, what is it that someone that gets in the industry, as far as accountability, what type of person do they need to have in their lives?
They need a person that's not a yes man.
I can see that on her
She's not.
face.
Oh my God!
There's no games in
all.
this right here.
Yeah, she'll tell me the truth. Like when I first came to her ministry, because I was filled with demons and torment. Right, I couldn't sleep. I hadn't slept for 7 days on medication, and I came, and the first thing I did is wanted to serve, and she was like, "You need to just sit down and get." I think she said, "Get deliverance."
So what was the point where you said, Pastor Natasha, where you said that, you know what, she can be used on this side? What was that? What was that thing that she did, or that moment when you realized that this girl can really be used to crush the very kingdom that she came out of?
Well, I didn't know her story, right. But I think that it's really important for us not to judge people by the external. Right. And that's what a lot of churches do. If we see people the way Christ wants us to see them and just look at their heart, then even though you may not know their gifting yet, because I didn't know anything about Esther. I didn't know right. What she did, what she could do. I didn't know anything about her. All I knew was that she was very hyper, all over the place, yeah. And she needed some ministry. That's all I knew. But she had a heart of gold. Yeah. She really did. She had a heart of gold, and she was always pressing for more of God. And so, yeah, that's what I saw.
And when you recognize that, you know what, these demons are from what my past, like, what is it like being tormented? Like, what is it? Let's go brief into that. What is it like? Like, I went through some stuff, but I understand that, like, the people that you were around. Is it true that in the industry they do deal in witchcraft? Is it something where?
Gosh. Oh yeah, they deal. I mean,
Here you go.
The thing. No, I mean the witchcraft and high levels of witchcraft.
Wow.
Like, okay, so in the book of Acts, where Paul, the Princess Diana, was it the god that was worshipped?
Chapter 16.
Acts chapter 16, Pastor. The Princess Diana that they were worshiping at the time. There is no human being on earth that can draw millions to them. It's a principality.
Wow.
Yeah.
They something has enabled them. It's inside them that makes women, falling out at Michael Jackson's feet. If you touch me, I'm fall. 100 women lying outside the hotels ready to give oral sex and have orgies. Yeah. I'm talking about 100 women.
Well, Beyonce says that the spirit comes on her before she goes on to.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's a spirit that draws the people into worship.
Have you seen like being around these guys? Have you seen that actually happen? Like say Bone Thugs on stage or Nelly. I know when I went to the concert, when they brought the big skull out with the blunt, guess what I did? And I went in. In a place where it's illegal, but it was like, yo, that's it.
Yeah, but if that God comes, and it depends on whatever spirit, like you said, witchcraft, whatever force in the demonic kingdom, if it's a spirit of sexual, everybody be like, you never looked at this person before. You be like, women with women, men with men. We have to have sex. We have to worship. We have to give him the offering.
Yeah.
We have to. Wow. And I was so bound. I came to her because I was trying to get out. And like she talk about, and I talk about it in the book, where you have demonic contracts. Like you have a warrant in the streets.
Wow.
You can get picked up anytime. Even though I left and was like, devil, I'm done. Satan, Lucifer, I'm for real. I'm not serving you. I'm not worshiping the Baal worship. I still had demonic contracts back there.
Wow.
So anytime, I could say no all I want. The next thing I knew, around 11 o'clock where we used to worship, I would get picked up. Star Jones would come, and I'm putting on club attire. I'm changing my hair, and I'm driving to the club and like, I don't want the club inside. And
where did the identity of Star Jones? Where did Star Jones come from? Where did that identity come from? Like,
where'd Star come?
You guessed it. I really don't know.
They start calling her Star.
Oh yeah.
Wow. So she lost her name Esther in the industry, which is her God-given name. And the spirit of the industry gave her a new name, Star.
Wow.
And so when she started to go through deliverance to get rid of these demons, one of the demons we had to get rid of was the demon called Star.
Wow.
Because her identity was wrapped around that spirit.
Right.
And every time Star came up, Star wanted to party. Star wanted to go to the club.
Seriously.
Yo, that's crazy.
It was
two different
absolutely
and
crazy.
she was torn inside of her. Seriously. She was torn because she would come to church and she's like, I'm going to live for God. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. But Star was this other person that was just fidgety and needed to go have sex and do all kinds of stuff.
And was it a certain watch of the night that thing, like said?
Yeah.
And that watch of the night is when that thing happened.
Yes, it was so. I mean, it would be like clockwork.
Yeah.
Where it'd be like, I could feel him like literally coming up the stairs. I'm like, no, not again. And I'm holding on to the bed.
You know what's so real though? I want to tell y'all what's so real. It's like she's going through it. She's showing like this is something that we have to really understand that God is real.
Yes.
And God gives like this deliverance here is so real. And when you put yourself in a position to be opened up, this is where these things happen.
Yes.
So on this backside of this, in this last couple of minutes, what is it that you can tell people with the authority that God has given you on how to guard themselves from those principalities? We got about 3 minutes.
Pastor, I have no idea.
Well, I want you to know that you are a temple, your spirit, soul, and body, okay? And so your temple holds your spirit, but you can also attract other spirits. And other spirits, when you attract, you open up yourself and you sleep with somebody or you begin to worship a spirit. If we worship God in the church, we sense the presence of God.
Wow.
When you begin to worship these other gods, you sense their presence, but that's not it. In the church, we say we get filled with the Holy Spirit. We get get filled with the Spirit of God. But in the industry, wherever God that you're serving, you get filled with that Spirit. You're not just having a good time. You leave with that demonic presence in your life. That's why you keep going back. You keep going back and you keep going back. And you might go to church, but you don't really have a hunger for God. You're not really growing in God. And you might also be really tormented, can't sleep, cutting yourself, got all kinds of addictions, things like that. And you can't quit because that spirit that's inside of you is driving you. And I think our biggest message today that we have to get across to you is that there is freedom in Christ. Esther is a testimony of that.
Indeed.
She needed to go through several phases of deliverance. We had to get rid of that pimping spirit. We had to get rid of the spirit that would cause her to just sleep with people. We had to get rid of Star. And she had to want to let go of Star because Star came with some benefits
and money.
Star could. She's talking about because Star would come to me after I preach a hardcore message.
She's trying to get some paper.
And she's like, Pastor,
the love of money.
I'm struggling because, the industry's calling me because I'm broke. And I know I can make $4,000 this weekend, right now. And I was like, do you want to be Esther or do you want to be Star?
Do you recognize how powerful your name is? Like the example of your name?
Yes.
Like the biblical example of your name is outrageous. And it shows the most patient person in the Bible for me.
Yeah.
To actually understand that she went through that and lost it.
Yeah.
And that's your story. You went through the very thing that took you to a place, and then the next day she lost what she had always wanted.
Yeah.
And the reality is, God has filled you and gave you a whole different treasure.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And while we on the treasures, and let me tell you, so the love of money, right, had my heart. But y'all, mammon, the things y'all searching for, the money, the Lamborghinis, the girls, it can't fill the void. I tried to fill it, with drugs, orgies. I mean, we made money. We made money every night. We had $50,000 for just to walk in for an appearance.
Wow.
But after the concerts, after it was over, after you was sober, I remember the drug dealers needing cocaine. I'm not talking about just wanting it. They had to sniff it, or their mind would be tormented.
Man.
The money couldn't buy the peace. I had no peace. I couldn't buy it. I couldn't get money from it.
And what gave you peace?
Oh, I remember. Jesus, the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. The only one that gave me peace. It wasn't money. It wasn't the cars.
Yes.
It wasn't the strip club. It wasn't the attention and the applause that these celebrities is craving. Even people in the body of Christ. My gift was always getting pimped. I felt used and so rejected, and they just still wanted me to promote them. Nothing filled that void. Nothing. And I wouldn't trade it again for the world. I don't care if you gave me $1 trillion. Nothing can trade Jesus.
This is what we do at Black Sheep Radio. Hey, look, we want y'all to go and like and share. Go to Black Sheep Radio at IG, Facebook, and Twitter to get the rest of this. Let me tell you something, man. God is so good. God is awesome. For you artists that want to get at me, go to blacksheepradio02@gmail.com. And if you want to get at Esther, I'm going to forward that to her.
Yes.
This is the thing, man. We serve a mighty God. And on that note, the song that we're about to go out on is amazing. It's by O.C. Burnett.
Yes.
It's called You Are Jesus.
Oh,
Yo,
my favorite.
Black Sheep Radio, man. Get at us next week, man. We want to thank y'all for coming in. Pastor Natasha, Esther. Yo, catch y'all next week. We out of here.
I am hungry for you. I am hungry for you. My heart is longing to feed at the table of your righteousness. I am thirsty for you. I am thirsty for you. My heart is longing to drink from the well of